It's the one and only Blazer Flair. Woo!
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zach, Super Duo, 6-time champion world. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavy Bag TV. You heard? Keep it live.
This is Showtime Sean Porter, and you are watching Heavy Bag Boxing.
Teach your man how to squabble.
Yes, sir. Oh, man. Yes, sir. Back like we never left. Welcome to another episode of The Boxing Trap. I'm your boy, Big T.O. That's the handy dandy sidekick. RC's in the building.
What's up, man? How's it going on this beautiful Tuesday?
Beautiful Tuesday, man. Back,
What's
man.
up?
More boxing content for you guys. We appreciate you if you're joining us. Rewatch game, playback game, always love, man. Thank you guys for sure. And real quick before I get started, and I gotta keep promoting, man, because I want to work with some of you guys. Listen, if you're out there and you make boxing content and you want to get your feet wet, or it's something you've been thinking about doing, holler at me on Instagram at Heavy Bag Boxing or Heavy Bag TV. Get in my DMs, man. Holler at me. Come join the team. Jump on the network. Would love to see what you can do and get your boxing content out there, man. Help me beat up the algorithm right here on Heavy Bag TV. All right. See, man. How you doing today, brother? How you
Man,
doing?
we chilling, man.
Good afternoon, evening.
Yes, man. Like I say, afternoon out here, as it's just a little past 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But like I said, man, we chilling and willing, and like I said, we in there, and like I said, man, shout out to all the people that's joining in, that's in the chat and everything like that, man. Let's do it, man. Fast as 90 minutes in YouTube.
Absolutely. I was trying to see who's gonna come in the chat first. That nigga 913 is in the building. What up, dog?
What's up,
he get his own hater music.
You are a hater.
No, huh?
Is in the chat. All right, man, we got some good topics for y'all this evening, afternoon, depending on where you at. This is Eastern time over here, so it's 7 o'clock. You should be home. You should be relaxed. You should be chilling while you're listening to your boy. And if you're on the West Coast, you're wrapping up your day, man. You're about to head home, so we got you heading to the crib, man.
Driving home. You nervous?
Yes, Sirski. All right, let's jump right into it. Hot times, baby. Yes, sir. All right, man. Now, for those of you who don't know, Floyd Mayweather is suing, of course, Showtime and Steven Espinoza. And, you know, that's basically to get to Al Heyman. That's who he believes has stolen money from him over the years. And the last we reported on this story, that's all we knew. That was all that was come out. Floyd Mayweather suing Showtime and Steven Espinoza. And it just feels like it's some type of big conspiracy scandal, or at least that is what Floyd Mayweather is alluding to. Now, since then, I believe over the weekend, maybe they was able to catch up with Steven Espinoza, who responds, right? And I was extremely interested to see, of course, a representative. And it's crazy because if I'm not mistaken, RC, Steven Espinoza still works with Al Heyman and Amazon Prime, right, in the PBC.
Yep, he is. He's actually part of the when they do the contracts and getting everything together as far as getting the two teams together in a room. He's in that room to hammer out all negotiations. So he's part of in the midst of all that.
Yeah, because he's a lawyer by profession at the end of the day, right? So, and according to him, he's worked with a lot of course, fighters. And he said he ain't never took nothing from nobody. I got this clip, man. Let's give him a listen.
Steven, shifting over to maybe some bad news for you. I don't know, but we got to talk about it. Floyd Mayweather
You gotta
Jr.
ask, yeah.
Got to ask you. Trying to get money, a whopping $340 million. He's suing you supposedly. Have you gotten the paperwork for that? What's the latest on that?
I have not seen the paperwork. And I've been in touch with attorneys. Obviously, I've seen the reports. I've seen the descriptions. And as usual, the attorneys don't want me out there publicly saying it. So I can't talk about the specifics of that. But look, I just say as a general statement, my reputation. I've spent my entire career representing fighters, making sure they were getting paid appropriately. I did that for Oscar. I did that for Mike. I've done that for every fighter who's developed under Showtime. And I'm proud of my reputation. I think it's one of integrity. And I've never done anything to make sure that a fighter got less out of, every penny that he deserved. So, lawsuit will take care of it itself. I can't really address it. But I think you guys know my reputation. I stand by that.
I was going to say, you guys worked together for such a long time. I'm guessing there was like a relationship there, maybe a friendship. Are you a little disappointed about it?
I'm definitely disappointed and surprised. I haven't talked to him about it. I'm not sure exactly where it's coming from, but it's a mystery in a lot of ways.
Stop the cap.
Shout out to Steven Espinoza. He has also been on the Heavy Bag Boxing TV channel.
Yeah. But did we get to Steven Espinoza?
Yeah, you got Steven Espinoza in your archives, brother.
Oh, damn. Damn. I think we did. You sure did.
You sure did.
Stop the cap.
Hey, no. In all seriousness.
That's what lawyers do, though, bro.
That's what they do, bro.
That's what they do.
When you look at some people, you want to make them out to be good people, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to make them out to be honest people, and especially when you hear the way that but these are professionals. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this is what they do. Lawyers talk for a living. They're persuasive for a living. This is what they do. This is what they're good at. You have to be an extremely good liar to be a lawyer at the end of the day, in my opinion, right? That's just a politician and a lawyer, some of the best liars in the motherfucking world, if you ask me. So when I see this, that part of my brain is like, yo, this nigga full of shit. You know what I mean? It's like,
What kind of bullshit is this?
at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Let me ask you, when you see Espinoza, is that the vibe you get from him? Does it feel like bullshit to you, or say he's coming off as genuine?
Let me tell you. Let me just give you this little bit of inside. It's really not inside. This bit of tidbit that is being in Vegas and being around Steven Espinoza a lot. Actually, going to be around Steven Espinoza all next week as they're getting ready for the Ryan Garcia and the Mario Barrios as they come into town. Steven Espinoza, you know why he's famous? T.O., let me test your boxing knowledge. You know why Steven Espinoza is famous?
Hey, man, he's been around the game for a minute. He's been a lawyer for a lot of niggas.
He made his name. He's the first attorney to get a boxer off of Top Rank with no severance package, with not owing Bob Arum nothing. He's the very first attorney. You know what boxer he got off Top Rank?
Was it Floyd?
Nope. Al Haymon. I'm sorry. Damn, I'm tripping. Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya. And he got Oscar De La Hoya off, and he helped him get Golden Boy promotion started.
Okay, dope.
That's what made it. That's what made it. Gave him the teaching game.
See, to me, all that means is you know all the intricate details of how this shit works, and if you wanted to finagle a nigga, you the nigga to go to. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to hire you because you know the loopholes, you know the ins and outs, and if we were to go ahead and attempt to steal some money or misappropriate, as the term was used, some bread, use the guy to do it.
And I was just about to say, and this is how I misspoke on Al Haymon's name. Al Haymon saw that, and he hurry up and secured Steven Espinoza from Oscar De La Hoya, and that's how PBC and Al Heyman, as they were starting, was able to finagle all those boxes that Oscar De La Hoya had at Golden Boy to PBC.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you this, Floyd, shout out to you, my brother. But man, you bringing a bad man to court, boy. Oh, boy. You bringing a bad man to court, boy. I don't know. I mean, shout to you for trying that one, boy. You tried
it's
it.
interesting, though. It's extremely interesting, honestly, because obviously they must have some type of evidence to have these allegations, right? To make these allegations against
it gotta be something.
Al Heyman, basically, but through Showtime and Espinoza. And what he's alleging is that Showtime and Espinoza helped, finagle that money and put it straight into Al Heyman's accounts somehow, some way. And the whole Lost in the Flood situation, I think that's going to be, oh shit, your curtain fell. Oh, good. Nigga got the Chinese curtain back there. It's all good. You want to kill your camera? I got you if you want to. There you go. The boxing trap bloopers. But no, to help finagle the money, right? Go straight to Al Heyman. I don't know, man. He feels like the perfect culprit to do so, but when you listen to him, he sounds genuine, and he kind of inserts that benefit of the doubt in your mind. I don't know if you still got your headsets in, RC. He probably don't. For those of you who listen, it kind of makes you want to, say, hey, maybe this is a good guy. But if you're Floyd and you have a team of lawyers, not saying that they're just as good as Espinoza, but somebody on his team, his new management, his new accountants, or whoever he's got working for him, they found some money. They have to have found something missing, and they have to have found certain evidence, right? And when you're talking about that kind of money, there's a paper trail somewhere, right? And it's crazy, man, because when you think about it too, you have Floyd Mayweather, who earned all this money, teams up with Al Heyman. The PBC is born, and you probably have had an entire company funded off the earnings of Floyd Mayweather. Again, you're talking about somebody who earned what they're saying is somewhere around $1.7 billion. So man, that's extremely interesting. Honestly, I don't know where you heard me or last heard me.
I was just
okay. But that's extremely interesting, man. But again, I think the red flag and what is probably going to set this case off is the fact that when they reached out to Showtime and Espinoza, the response they got was the paper trail that they was looking for, it was lost in a flood. And then you talking about a time where we've been paperless for a long time now. You get certain things in the mail through paper, but a lot of the times there's an electronic, paper trail for the most part, right? Now I'm sure he may have received some paper checks, but when you deposit it, that's logged electronically. So it's weird, man. It's weird. But you say, like you say, maybe they got something on their hands facing Steven Espinoza in court. But man, we're gonna have to see how that plays out.
But I'm gonna tell you, he a bad motor scooter, bro. Oh man, that would be, huh? I'm just saying, as far as the boxing world, that would be equivalent to suing a person for Morgan and Morgan. That's one of the largest law offices in the United States. Like, bro, hey.
But again, I would hate to think he's being misinformed, like he doesn't have a leg to stand on. And the whole flood situation is extremely fishy. Knowing that news alone, putting that news out for us to alone makes me believe that they have some type of case. You know what I mean?
But this is the thing. locating the paperwork they claim that's no longer accessible. That's the case. The paperwork.
Right, but you're negligible. You're negligent to an extent, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. If this is documents that because you could have got audited at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And you would have needed that paperwork.
Right.
So yeah, you negligent. It's not Floyd Mayweather's fault at the end of the day.
No.
So yeah, it's interesting, man. I'm but definitely glad to hear some type of rebuttal from Stephen Espinoza, and I think man, I think it's gonna be interesting to see exactly how this unfolds. But I got this feeling that they're just gonna try and tie him up in litigation and all these continuances and all of this shit for a very long
for
time.
a long time.
Bury him in paperwork, and those larger. When niggas got something to hide, they keep a lot of paper, right? They keep a bunch of shit in paper stacked in boxes. So if you come asking for it, they might send you 1,500 boxes of paperwork and make you fish it out and say, hey, yeah, it's in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Damn.
The old tactics. But yeah, man,
Like
was
I said,
Steven.
man.
Go ahead.
I was like I said, man, boy, this gonna be a long, drawn out thing. I don't think this is not gonna be solved no time soon. I'm just being optimistic that it can be, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think they got a leg to stand on, but I just think it's gonna be hard to drive it home at the end of the day. My girl Jab Queen is in the building. Sadie, what up? I don't know what I'm trying to figure that out. All right, man. Moving on. Your boy, Shakur Stevenson. It appears that he may have leaked some fight information. We seeing this grab a lot of headlines now. He did this interview with a streamer by the name of Aiden Ross, right? Was it?
Aiden Ross. Yep.
Aiden Ross.
Yes,
I don't keep up with none of these young niggas for real. But Aiden Ross is supposed to be huge. It's a big platform. So Shakur Stevenson is definitely getting that exposure. But in this interview, it appears he leaked some information about Keyshawn Davis definitely fighting Shakur Stevenson, or it appears to be some information that he knows is going to happen, and he straight up told Aiden Ross. Let's give it a listen real quick.
Keyshawn Davis gonna fight him.
Oh, really? Yeah. He's fighting Devin?
I think it's gonna happen soon.
All right. That was Shakur Stevenson saying, hey, Keyshawn Davis is going to fight him. Devin Haney? Yep, I think it's going to happen soon. And we saw Keyshawn Davis when, he said he wanted Devin Haney in 2026. He reiterated that after talking to Bill Haney on camera prior to the fight. And Bill told him, hey, just go out there, handle your business with Jermaine Ortiz. And they basically made a promise that he would get him Devin Haney for 2026. Now, I'm under the impression that he would like to get a fight before Devin Haney. But I do think this fight now for sure, I think it's going to happen. You think Shakur Stevenson kind of let the cat out of the bag?
Oh, yeah, mistakenly. But, I mean, like I say, at this point, like I said, once it's gone, people going to run with it. You get what I'm saying? And when I think about the route that is left for Keyshawn Davis, I mean, damn, like, yeah, if you're gonna go to 147, you gotta go up there and make a statement, man. So this would be one hell of a statement. And you always gotta look at it like this. It's not that bad if at this point of his career, if he does take a loss to Devin Haney. I mean, I don't think too many people gonna kill him, but I know you're not gonna throw him away. We know that.
That's for damn sure. Real quick, my guy DJ in the chat. We'll backtrack just for you, DJ. He said it'd be complex. Did Showtime fund PBC? Did Floyd get pay-per-view money? Man, I wish I had the answers to any of that shit. What I do know is they was responsible for paying Floyd and it appears that he didn't get all his money at the end of the day. And I'm not sure when they first started though. Didn't Showtime give PBC a budget? Do you remember?
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
because believe it or not, when PBC was started, Floyd was just coming out of jail. He was just coming out of jail. He was in Clark County Correctional Center for coincidentally domestic violence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's when he started the Money Team.
Yep.
Yeah,
and that's when
he
PBC
started.
and that's when PBC started running.
Yeah, and that's when PBC started running. Shout out 50. 50 said he tried to help him with them contracts, but he was he was being hard. He thought 50 was trying to steal the whole joint from him.
God.
But nah, don't know exactly how that whole shit worked, but it appears that Floyd missing some bread, and he want his bread, man, for sure. But as far as Keyshawn Davis goes, I like it at the end of the day. Call me crazy, and I know. Listen, it's always got to be somebody's got to be the underdog. I just truly want him to get a fight before the Devin Haney fight. He says he wants to fight 3 times in 2026.
Get all that. That's dead.
I mean, it's only February, bro.
Nah, I'm just saying if you get Devin, if Devin is next, because Devin ain't gonna wait around.
No, Devin could very well have a fight in the meantime as well if he could find one.
Devin next fight, his eyes is on get him while he green, Keyshawn D. Period, point blank.
And see, that's what I don't like. That's what I don't like. A big part of me feels like he's ready, you know what I mean? But another big part of me is saying, nah, listen, get one more good one in. But now it appears that who he was looking at, a Lewis Crocker, I think he
got somebody else.
Yeah, with the Australian.
Yep.
With
Liam Paro.
Liam Paro. So that potentially is off the table. And I don't know anybody at 47 that Keyshawn could go right at right now to get his feet wet. And I mean, that is top ranked, but we haven't heard anything about that. And I'm not so sure that Brian Norman wants to go right into a fight like that, man.
Well, hold on. But come on, dog. Like, you're trying to get yourself back at it, bro. Like, you got to do something. You got to make a splash, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but man, let me tell
you something.
They're gonna move him like that. I don't think they're gonna move him like that.
You're right. But if he was on another promotional company, you know they don't play. They don't play.
Yeah.
You know they don't play. You get right back in there, partner. You know what I'm saying?
That's some PBC shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I ain't even want to see it. Happy Black History Month. You heard me? Hey, you lose, you right back at it like a crack addict. You heard?
PBC will throw your ass right back into the
right back in there. Shout out to Tim Zoo. Shit.
Not sure they're gonna be willing to do that with my man Brian Norman, even though I think that would be a hell of a fight.
That's not top rank. That top rank don't rock like that.
No, man. Because they not. I know they ain't trying to throw Brian Norman Jr. away. He's a name. He's a player, and I think he's got a promising future too.
I got one. I got one for Keyshawn. Centillion. Top rank been building the shit out of him back. They've been building Centillion back like a mug. Centillion just fought on the Xander card.
The Xander card, but is that turnaround could because I mean him and Keyshawn just basically fought around the same time. That could work. You know what I mean? Or if you I ain't mad at that neither. All I know is I would prefer to see that, to get him another fight before Devin Haney. If that doesn't happen, I'll be clenching my ass cheeks that entire fight, because Keyshawn gonna have to deal with all that holding and clenching and shit. And Devin real smart, man. He's a crafty, guy, man. He's a crafty guy. Shout out Sadie in the chat. Sadie, I don't know how to pronounce that, bro. He said Norman not ready. I can dig it. He said Keyshawn won't keep getting opportunities.
He sound like one of them New York dudes.
If he keep winning, he is. You know what I mean? Them opportunities gonna come. Shout out DJ in the chat. He said, let Keyshawn take a look at Blair Cotton. Blair don't want that smoke, man. Even though Blair would do it. But I don't think, man, that's a good, I would love that. I ain't gonna front. I would like that fight, man. Y'all know I rock with Blair, but I don't think Blair in the plans for nobody, man. Don't nobody want to fuck with Blair, man.
With Don King.
No, he not with Don King no more,
he left
man.
him?
Nah, yeah,
Oh,
he under
okay.
some kind of, I forget what the promotional company is, or I know he's with a different manager. And that's the dude out of UK, Elliot A. Napa Fitness on Instagram. Okay. But yeah, man, I wouldn't mind that shit neither, bro. I wouldn't be mad at that. Sheldon in the building. What up, Sheldon?
What's up?
Sheldon say Keyshawn versus Haney is a good fight for Keyshawn, for sure, man. When I see how Ryan was rocking your boy, man, I feel like he could crack that phone on. Because Devin's going to have to be, again, he going to be clinching the whole fight. He's going to have to be careful, bro. He going to have to fight him like he fought Brian Norman. But Keyshawn got way better feet, and he's just a way better boxer, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You know how I rock with the Normans, man. That's my guys.
And unfortunately, Sheldon, you'll never see that Devin game plan ever again. Unfortunately.
Hell no. But shout out to Shakur, man, leaking that knowledge. And again, it felt like he was extremely comfortable and maybe didn't mean to let that cat out the bag, but he did. So hopefully we will be getting Keyshawn Davis and Devin Haney 2026. All right, man, what else do I got for y'all? Let's sit on the hot topics. We going straight to the main event, man. Let's get it.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Everybody was watching the game on Sunday. Of course, I ain't gonna front. Halftime came around. I pulled a Boosie. Anybody see how Boosie reacted? to the halftime? He looked at the TV and said, "Who the fuck is this?" And said, "I want to see Chris Brown," and walked away. He looked at the TV for like a minute, and that's kind of what I did. And like I told y'all the last episode, shout out to all the Boricuas out there, all the Puerto Ricans, man. I'm happy for y'all. Shout out to Bad Bunny. He did his thing, or at least that's what I'm told. And I'm glad they got that spotlight for sure. But your boy Jake Paul, all right? Jake Paul, I don't know what he was thinking. He fucked up, and he fucked up kind of bad. And I don't know how long this is going to follow him because of the political climate, and like I told y'all before, and like I told you, Garcia, I'm stupid when it comes to that. I haven't been paying attention. I really don't pay attention to politics, and I know for a lot of people, they might say, man, that's crazy. You got to kind of pay attention to what's going on. One thing's for sure, two things for certain. I know every day I got to get up and go cat my ass to get some money. You know what I mean? I don't care how much politicking I'm looking at. Them niggas ain't finna give me no money. But I didn't know just how important this halftime show was supposed to be for the Latinas. And right off the bat, leading up to the Super Bowl, RC, did you have any idea what was transpiring?
Nah, man, because it was kind of, to me, and this is just to me, and it's crazy because I'm a big, huge NFL fan. Anybody that know me, knowing football to me is number one, right? But this kind of halftime, it was like no kind of flair to it. It wasn't no like the last one we had where people were just anticipating to watch the halftime show. I want to say it was in Phoenix with Rihanna. They keep it real, which hit Usher when he was out here in Vegas.
Usher was dope. Dope.
So I mean, and then they had the big thing when they had Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige,
Snoop,
Dr.
50,
Dre.
M.
Everybody was like, it's just, oh man, I can't with the halftime show gonna be dope, you know, stuff like that. But this one, it was kind of like, it was kind of a little low frequency.
You know what it was? It wasn't our cup of tea, bro. It wasn't our cup of tea. at the end of the day. And it's a lot of Latinos that's, they just extremely upset about that. And I understand to an extent, right? Because I think for them, they wanted that support, especially from, the black, the black community at the end of the day. And everybody didn't feel that way. And again, me not knowing, listen, I didn't know who the hell Bad Bunny was until that day. And I put on, I'm never on Facebook, but I put a post up because, it's the Super Bowl. I'm feeling social. So I put up who the hell is, or what the hell is a Bad Bunny? Bro, I thought it was a girl. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
I swear to God, bro, I thought it was a girl because, like, a nigga named Bad Bunny? That just didn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So I automatically assumed that it was a girl, and then I found out it's a dude, and that the shit was going to be in all the Spanish. As soon as they start speaking Spanish, bro, I swear to God, I changed it. I left. I went into my caveman and turned on my PS5. You know what I mean? I let my son and whoever else was in there watch the shit. But I just wasn't interested because I'm like, I've never sat back and watched an all Spanish anything. Right. You know what I mean? For more than 30 seconds, and I wasn't about to start at the Super Bowl. But
and especially without subtitles, definitely without that.
Yeah, and come to find out, I didn't even know they didn't even have the closed caption. So a nigga ain't paying attention and they ain't trying to see this shit. But I think maybe had I known how deep it was for the Latino community, maybe I would have,
He's their number one artist. I'm gonna put it to you like that. He's what Chris Brown is to us.
What's that?
Let's just say that. Bad Bunny. He's real big in that.
Yeah, I'm finding that out now. They say he's one of the, if not the biggest artists in the world.
Right.
And I had bro, I'm telling you, I am clueless. I had no idea who the fuck bro was. But for Jake Paul, he tweeted out during the Super Bowl. And again, I don't know nothing about what's going on, but obviously in the political climate, this is a big deal, right? This is basically a stance in some shape, form, or fashion against, the Republican Party, I'm guessing, and people who don't feel like, everybody, or don't support everybody being as like inclusive, and it's just one big political message. And is that what you heard as well? Is that what did you know going into the Super Bowl that that's what this was?
No, that's a complete surprise. Like the whole like event or the of the halftime show, the theatrics and all of that. That's always a secret. Nobody knows like who's gonna bring who out. Like we didn't know Mary J. Blige was coming out with Dr. Dre.
Right,
we didn't know 50 Cent and Eminem was coming out. Yeah, we didn't know. So that I'm not surprised by we didn't know what it was gonna be. I'm okay with that, but I at least thought he was gonna mix a little English with the Spanish. But if he didn't want to, and if that's not what he do, let him just cater to his crowd and do what make him comfortable. I had no problem with it, man. It was only 13 minutes, bro.
That's what I'm saying, and I ain't had no problem with it because I didn't even watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, Spanish, this ain't for me. I'm gone. All right, y'all can have the Super Bowl this year. That's cool. Like, it never pissed me off that they were speaking Spanish. I'm cool with that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not at all.
I just found something else to do, and but obviously man, the backlash has been crazy. And listen, you got a ton of American people who feel like, hey, this is an American or a United States of America game at the end of the day. This is American football. This is the soccer football. And you only have 13% of the country that speaks Spanish, right? Wow. You have majority of the rest of the country that speaks English. So that was a huge problem for a lot of people as well. And I'm guessing in the spirit of it, Jake Paul, he took to Twitter and said this quote, purposely turning off the halftime show. Let's rally together and show big corporations they can't just do whatever they want without consequences, which equals viewership for them. You are their benefit. Realize you have power. Turn off this halftime. A fake American citizen performing who publicly hates America. I cannot support that. So those were the words from Jake Paul during the fucking Super Bowl. And I'm pretty sure it sounds like he's way more aware of the political climate than I am. And he was bold enough to put this shit out there. Cause and I think a lot of Latinos gotta realize you got a lot of niggas and people who are oblivious to what's going on. For me, a halftime show is just that. It's a halftime show. Now, whether they send some type of political message or whatever the case may be, that's all fine and dandy. But a lot of us are looking at the Super Bowl halftime for pure entertainment. And if you never knew who Bad Bunny was, and this nigga's not in your playlist, it's hard to be mad at those people. Don't be mad at the niggas who oblivious. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen some of the backlash, RC, from this whole I guess?
I mean, I kind of, like I said, I'm not on YouTube and on the web as much as my kids and stuff is. So it's kind of missing me to like to know the severity that you're speaking of. But I mean, it's around. People at work talking about it, so it has some sort of conversation around, the water coolers. But for me personally, it's not hitting me like that. Like I said, I watched it. I had it on. I mean, I did what I usually do every halftime of every Super Bowl. I don't care who's on. I'm going to the bathroom. I'm going to get me something to eat. Go get me something to drink. Go check around the house. Start closing blinds. It's starting to get dark. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you, man.
But yeah.
It really didn't really make me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, if he made his statement, he used that platform to do his thing, man. And shout out to him, bro. Like I say, he made the most of his 13 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
he did, man. He did. And when I look back now, I'm happy for the Puerto Ricans, man, to be able to, get that. And shout out to my wife. I said this last time. She gave me some clarity, man, and she was just basically saying, babe, it doesn't matter that it's an American game. You got to understand it's a huge game. It's basically a holiday for Super Bowl Sunday. So many people are watching. Look at the numbers. And it's important that world stage be shared amongst everybody that's a part of, this American melting pot. And, I wholeheartedly believe that. The whole Spanish thing, I can understand why some Americans or United States of Americans felt like that could have been sort of like a slap in the face. But at the end of the day, that's their native tongue. That's their native language. You know what I mean? And I didn't see anything wrong with them expressing it. I just felt like, you should have just did like me. If you ain't like it, you just go do something else into this.
Something else.
You know what I mean? I played a game of 2K in the rec, and by the time I was done with that, the game was coming back on. So, but yeah, man. So she responds to Jake Paul, though. Now you got to understand, this is your boss. This is the person who has basically changed your life and then made you rich. Because before Jake Paul, some of us knew about Amanda Serrano.
You got to stay. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. A lot of us knew who Amanda Serrano was, right? But Jake Paul took her to a different stratosphere, right? Life-changing money, life-changing fights. You the first female basically on Netflix fighting, headlining. So he's done a lot. So it's taken a lot, right? And I'm just trying to put myself in her shoes. It's taken a lot to basically combat what your boss is saying publicly and stand on your square when it comes to who you are and where you come from and your people. So she puts this out. She says, Oh, I want to give it to you guys in its entirety because it was kind of strong, man. It was kind of powerful. Okay, she says, I'm proud to be a Puerto Rican and I'm proud to be an American citizen. Puerto Ricans are not fake Americans. We are citizens who have contributed to this country in every field, from military service to sports to business, science, and the arts. And our identity and citizenship deserve respect. I would not have the opportunities I have without the support on and belief that most valuable promotions and Jake Paul showed in me. And I will always be grateful for the role they have played in helping change my life and elevating women's boxing. But at the same time, I want to be clear. I do not agree with statements that question the legitimacy and identity of Puerto Rican people, and I cannot support the characterization. It is wrong. All right. So that was her response to Jake Paul and what he put out. And I think about just how brave she had to be. Listen, you got to be brave as hell to stand up to old boss man, don't you?
Hey, she only got what, 1 fight, 2 fights left? I mean, she don't give a shit.
I mean, that's 1 or 2 fights left where she gonna be making some real good money.
Man, come on, man. She ran on the tail end of her career, dog. That's equal of Bud running off on the plug, dog. Fucking Mauricio. Man, nobody give a shit. She old. She about to get out of here. She don't matter. Bruh, that's like her doing that on her 2-week notice.
But
quit anyway.
Hey, at the end of the day, you still under contract, man. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know what? Kick me off.
Yeah.
I still got me. To be honest with you, I made me with Katie Taylor the 3 times. I'm cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, keep it real.
But yeah, definitely got to be proud of her though for doing that, for having a strong stance and being able to speak up for her people. You right, Jab Queen. Shout out Jab Queen in the chat. Your boy is definitely in cleanup mode because he released another tweet basically saying, what was that? Had no idea or something happened, I guess. And he said he really loves Bad Bunny. And I think he changed his profile picture out.
Yeah, he deleted his previous, I think the one you read, he deleted that.
Yeah. And he deleted that one, of course. But I think maybe he might have, been drinking or I don't know. I think a part of him felt that way. He reacted in the moment, and it was some thought put into that tweet that he put out, right? It was some thought. And I think he really did feel as an American, disrespected as an American, that it wasn't in English and that it was in Spanish, because that was the biggest issue. Everybody had a problem because it was in Spanish.
Right.
All right. But yeah, man. Jake, here's the thing though, moving forward, I'm not necessarily sure how, and the crazy part is the nigga lives in Puerto Rico.
Yep.
Right?
San Juan. Yes, he does.
You know what I'm saying?
Been living there for years.
Since 2021. And you might piss off the wrong motherfucking Puerto Ricans.
He don't care. He don't care.
Them niggas know where you live at and some more shit.
Man, don't care. That's how he make his money, bro.
You said that's how he make his money.
That's how J. Paul make his money. He makes his money antagonizing fans and touching political topics and saying racial shit. He goes there. That's his avenue right there. He don't care. What he does.
Inserting the controversy.
There you go.
That's crazy work. Some of that shit might get you hurt though. You got to be careful, bro. I've never seen him, because at this point he's basically attacking the people. I've never seen that type of strategy from him before. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
When he attacked
when he came out with Hulk Hogan.
When he came out with Hulk Hogan.
He came out dressed as Hulk Hogan when he fought Anthony Joshua. And Hulk Hogan all that racial stuff on his name. God bless the dead.
Oh, see, I didn't take it that way. I thought it was more of a tribute. And
No.
yeah. I'm just telling you how I took it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I didn't think he was trying to mock black people. You know what I mean? Hulk Hogan was a powerful figure in niggas' childhood. I thought he was trying to
Until his daughter exposed.
Yeah, she did, and he had to go to his grave with that shit. You know what I mean? That was a big enough punishment for me. I just didn't think Jake Paul was trying to use that as you know what I'm saying? Maybe he was. I don't know what's going on through this man. Maybe he is an undercover racist. Again, with this statement, that shit was wild at the end of the day.
Hey man, like the Jay-Z and Kanye song, got to get the people going.
For sure. All right, man, we're gonna wrap that up. Definitely want to hear from y'all. Let's get y'all up here and get y'all involved. If you got something on your mind and you want to let it out, I'm gonna throw this link in the chat. You can come up here and holler at us. Get it off your brain, get it off your chest. So if I said something you ain't like, man, come holler at your boy. All right. Let's get to it.
Next caller. What up?
Want to hear from my peoples. Yeah, dig. Let me see what we got these comments real quick. I know I missed some. Shout out Dante Boxing Talk in the building, my brethren. Appreciate you coming through. Who else we got up in here? Yeah, the usual suspects. My girl Jab Queen, she went off on Jake. She went off. Jake had to go in the cleanup mode. Facts. He's always race baiting. Remember, he was walking like a gorilla. Oh shit, I missed that. I'm gonna be 100 with you. It's a lot of Jake Paul shit that I have just not paid no mind. And it's some of his fights that I didn't even watch. You know what I mean?
Jake been out there, bro. Jake been out there.
He's always represented that phony, fake ass boxing, in my opinion. So I don't pay him too much attention. At his press conference with Joshua, he always does that stuff. Poor fella. Looking for that good old attention, man.
That's it. That's what drives him, bro. That's what get him paid.
Which state was the Super Bowl played in? What state was it in? Was it in? Where was it at? Where was the Super Bowl?
It was in California, Santa Clara, California.
Word.
Well, you can say the San Francisco area. Put it like that.
Okay.
The Bay Area.
Now in the chat, he say Joshua knocked Jake ass crazy for sure. Joshua put some of that 12 years of slave script on it. For sure. All right, link in the chat, man. If you want to go ahead.
I said shout out to AJ, man. Did what he had to do. What he got paid for.
That's facts. That is facts. Link in the chat, man. If you got any questions, holler at your boys. We right here to field them for you. Again, if you got something on your mind, let's talk it out. Let's work it out.
That's it.
Also, if you're watching and you like making boxing content, right? Or maybe you haven't even started making boxing content yet, and you're looking for a way to do so. You don't have a platform, or it's a very small platform. Holler at me on Instagram at HeavyBagTV. Let's work something out, man. Come join the team. Get right here on the Heavy Bag TV channel. Drop some content, man. Let's get this bread and let's talk this boxing, brother. For sure.
Real talk, man. Shout out to that boy, Punch Talk, man. That takes over for the rest of the week.
For sure.
Man. Shout out to Punch, man.
Yeah, shout out to Punch Talk.
Definitely holds it down.
Punch a little crazy. He's an acquired taste, but you can check him out on the nighttime, baby, 10 p.m. Eastern, Thursday, Fridays, and Sunday nights, man, for sure.
Late night like David Letterman in Arsenio Hall.
For sure. All right, look like everybody busy, man. We can't get no ugly niggas up here, so we finna wrap it up.
it's one of them slow boxing weeks. We ain't got nothing going on but Sunday service this weekend. Man, it's one of them weeks, man. It's gonna wrap up next week. It's gonna wrap up next week. I promise. You heard me?
What's coming up? What we got coming up though? We looking forward to?
This weekend?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you're looking forward to FA and Jock.
Yeah, that's it, man. Shout out Zuffa.
You know what I'm saying? But
shout out Big Zuffa.
You got FA and Charles Barkley coming up this week. Like I said, we'll delve a little bit at get y'all ready for that on tomorrow, man. So you know what I'm saying? There ain't too much going on. Like I said, it's giving y'all a break because it's been a hell of a past 2-3 weeks passing, man. So like I said, man, give y'all a little breather. Let y'all catch y'all breath. And like I say, Turkey Al-Sheikh will be taking over on next week, giving you the ring card coming to Las Vegas, Nevada. Shout out to Richard Hitchens. Gonna be in there doing he's gonna be in there against Oscar Duarte. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, it's gonna be a big event. And also, man, one of the sleepers gonna be next week is definitely Frank Martin coming back. He gonna be back in the building against the man that kind of did some dirt on Kelvin Davis. But we're gonna leave that alone because, like Keyshawn said, let's just forget about it. We're gonna forget about it. But that's next week though. But look, we ain't worrying about that right now. We gonna just throw a little seasoning on Dana's Sunday service coming up this Sunday, February 15th. But that's coming up tomorrow, y'all. So y'all definitely come back, man. Check us out, bro. Check us out.
And real quick, man, we got a little bit of breaking news. Before we let you go, man, it looks like there's some breaking news for Gervonta Tank Davis that was posted an hour ago by TMZ and WorldStar, saying, according to reports, Baltimore judge recalls arrest warrant for Gervonta Tank Davis tied to the 2020 hit and run days after his Miami arrest for allegedly assaulting his girlfriend. That's all the news like they putting out right now. So, hey, some people might have been right. Maybe this situation with Tank Davis is a little bit deeper than we thought, because why else would they, withdraw or recall this arrest warrant?
Like I say, I know what I'm told, but like I say, I'm not going to get into that rabbit hole. But like I said, man, shout out to Gervonta Davis, his family, his kids. And like I said, man, you do your thing, but you keep your head up. And like I said, man, knock that out, bro. Do what you got to do in that courtroom. It's going to come out, my brother. It's going to come out.
All right.
You know
all right, man. We appreciate y'all for joining us again this evening and afternoon, man. Thank you so much. We finna get up out of here. We gonna get with y'all tomorrow, 7 p.m. sharp.
Yes, sir.
Everybody in the chat, Jab Queen 9, Punch Talk just came up in the building. What's up, man? As we are heading out, shout out to my guy DJ Shelton, of course 9. Everybody, man. Mark Wynn, gotta give my boy some love. Shadow Band. Dante's Boxing Talk. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, man. Big T.O., that's RC. This is the Boxing Trap, man. We are out of here.
Heavy bag boxing is the one and only Blazer Flair. Woo!
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Zach, Super 2-6-time champion world. I'm giving a big shout out to my home team, Heavy Bag TV. You heard? Keep it live.
This is Showtime Sean Porter. You are watching Heavy Bag Boxing.
Teach your man how to squabble.